Matt Lodge is ready. So are we, live here on Fox League from Mackay. It's the Warriors and the Raiders, and Lodge brings it out here to be stopped just inside the Warriors 20. Wade Egan is the dummy half. Marcelo Montoya, the winger, coming in for a carry, will be stopped there on a minimal gain as Egan comes across to Fanua Blake. Good metres after contact there in the tackle of Whitehead and also Hodgson. Egan jumps out from dummy half and goes straight through them. Only the fullback in front of him. The ball was flat, maybe forward, fending away. They'll get there through O'Sullivan. What an opening by the Warriors. Egan goes straight through them. And speaking of controversy, as we were a moment ago about forward passes back in round 3, there might be a touch of controversy about this pass for O'Sullivan to score.
What a start from the Warriors. I'm not quite sure. There's a bit of confusion here at marker. He sort of pushes in there, Hodgson, and off he goes, Egan, and he finds his 5'8" there pushing up in support. Unbelievable start for the Warriors. Their coach, Nathan Brown, will be jumping out of that grandstand ecstatic if he's already taken his seat. I'm not quite sure.
One of the fastest tries we've seen scored this season, losing his strides and everything in the tackle there of Matt Tomoko. You saw the replay again. Make up your own minds about the pass from Egan. Here's the last for Canberra. Whiten looking in, kicking out. Chance there, cleaned up by Watene Zelezniak though, who runs into the fence. Win next week, there'll be any chance. Whitehead, Rapana, poking his nose through the line, pops it out the back to Moko, goes back to clean up. He can get going at speed. Whiten was there, hitting a hole at speed. Goes to Whiten, looks in, comes out. Young puts it on the toe. A chance for Simonson there, coming across. Walsh, a little slow in trying to clean it up. They're going to say knock on by the Raiders. Sirenen goes across here. Townsend, Walsh, Hiku, a chance. Hiku weaving, sends it back on the inside for Montoya. He's just 5 metres out. They look promising on that left edge. Walsh, he sees a bit of space. Closes quickly between Frawley and also Hodgson. Last play here for the Warriors. Backing themselves to use the ball tonight. Egan, here comes to Townsend. Feigns to kick. O'Sullivan will kick out towards the corner. But then here's a Lesniak. The ball comes free. Pouncing, Rocco Berry is there. It came away from Simonson. And the whistle will blow for a Warriors try.
Yeah, really well constructed by the Warriors. They look like they're going to kick off the first pass. They play out the back on that, which brings the winger up again, and then he has to retreat back once he kicks. So it's really tough on the Canberra Raiders winger. If you watch it here, they fake the kick on the first one. Here's Chad Townsend. He's out the back, and then O'Sullivan kicks. The winger has to come up and then retreat back again, and he got a catch on it, but just couldn't hold on to it. Johnny on the spot, Berry. He gets a 4-pointer.
Well, a terrific play between the halves, Townsend and O'Sullivan. And then Simon looked to have had this covered. Went straight through his hands. No drama there as far as the contact from Watene Zelezniak. He even dropped off Simonson, realising that Rocco Berry was there to pounce. He didn't want to risk giving away a penalty for holding Simonson off the contest. As a back rower is Ewan Aitken for the Warriors. Have been all hands too. Here's Egan again. Jumps out of dummy half. And the long bus for their opening try. O'Sullivan watches the ball goes over his head. Townsend puts it in the air. Simonson underneath it as a clean miss. It's there for Watene Zelezniak. Did he get it down? I think he did. He's certainly claiming it. Simonson, another miss under the high ball. A clean miss this time. And it looks like Watene Zelezniak has got this down.
The Warriors' kicking game has been outstanding so far. The first kick for a try, and then this one didn't look that great, but it had good height from Chad Townsend. He gets the ball and he puts it right on the money. And as in all good kicks, there's got to be a good chase. They get down there. He's overcooked it. He's gone too far upfield. and that man Dallin in position. Good players find the football, and he's just found it here. He was in the right spot at the right time, chases hard, and it bounces nicely for him.
Trying to recover. And in a moment here, if Walsh converts, it's going to be 16 points to 0. 2 plays remaining in this set as Sirinen, Townsend. Here is Reece Walsh, goes over the top, but then he's a Lesniak. That's support on the outside through Buddy Yafo, the fresh man on the field. They'll play it here. Last tackle, Curran to the short side. Rubbers. Awkward one there for Nickel Klukstar, who does well, but Curran drives him back into the in goal for a goal line dropout. Townsend rubbering this time. Off the uprights. Oh, a chance for O'Sullivan. He had a play at it. They've got 2 plays remaining. Maybe their last crack from this close in this first half. Frawley turns Whitehead underneath. They really lost their way badly on that right edge. They have to burn a tackle as a result. Hodgson on the last has Nickel Klukstar going with him, and such strength from the fullback to absorb the impact in the tackle and come up with points for Canberra.
And just what the Canberra Raiders need. Just under 2 minutes to go, and they just needed to find some points. It didn't matter how they come. It didn't have to be pretty. They just needed to get that ball across the try line, and that man on screen, just so Sullivan comes out, puts a reasonable shot on him, but falls off and leads him to his centre. And once again, one-on-one, you just can't handle players of his size and speed and athleticism so close to the line. Great awareness where the try line was.
Now Rapana, he bends it back. They had to get something. Hodgson goes to Tarpany. He thought about it. Frawley was out the back. The front row will take the tackle though. Warriors want to try and make sure he doesn't get the ball away in time. The siren sounds now. Here's a shift from Frawley to White and a kick over the top. But then he's a Lesniak was slow to react. Chris cleans it up. Young is there. He fires it forward. That'll be it as far as the first half action is concerned. But the Raiders not dying wondering as the siren was sounding. See what Joseph Tarpany and company can provide for Canberra in this second 40. It's Whiten with the catch off the restart. And it's Emre Gula. Of moments he would like back from that first half. There's still plenty of time to make amends. Canberra used up their captain's challenge in the first half. They lost it. Warriors still have theirs. We'll see if that proves to be crucial in this second 40. Hodgson comes back to Tarpany. A step off the left foot there, runs to Evans, keeps it going. Frawley to Gula, looked right, takes on Aitken, pops it out the back. Frawley was there, that was clever. Now to Moko, plenty of blue jumpers though in defence. Hiku goes for a ride, and Canberra take them inside the 10. About 4 offloads in the one play. It has them deep on the attack. And Frawley goes through the hands of Gula. Here's Hodgson tipping it on now. Whiten shows it. Great ball there. A chance for Nickel Klukstar to link up with Seb Chris. Chris dives in, and Canberra have scored either side of half-time. What was a 16-point deficit is now back to just 6.
Well, Ricky Stuart would have been so happy to get that try just before half-time. He'll be even more happier now to get this one just straight after half-time. The start of the set was outstanding from the Raiders. They got their outside backs in there and they cut the middle of the Warriors up with some really good dummy half running. And then they get down into good field position and that plays everyone on time. And that man, Josh Hodgson, out the back to his 5'8", and Nickel Klokstad, a really well-timed pass onto his centre, and he's too powerful for Chad Townsend. We've got to have both.
Here's up at the line, going to Frawley. Young, Whiten, flat pass there. Rapana's away. He's got Chris back on the inside. A one-handed catch. Sebastian Chris scores the try. The Raiders are celebrating. A kick to come to make it level at 16 apiece.
Some great football by the Canberra Raiders. They go down the left-hand short side. I was a bit worried about the pass back on the inside. It wasn't the best pass, but Sebastian Chris grabs hold of it and gets it down as we just wait for the replay. But some really tidy football, and the Canberra Raiders just hung in defensively off the back of that kick here as we watch the shift. They go over to the left-hand side. They play out the back. And it's that man again, Jack White, and a beautiful pass across the face of his centre. And as I said, that ball back inside from Rapana wasn't very good, but it was good enough for Chris. He just lets hold of it and gets a try, and we're going to have a kick for goal to bring it all square.
From 16-0 back to, in a moment, potentially 16-all. The Raiders looking for a win to take one massive step towards the finals in 2021. Important kick from close range, and he steers it between the uprights. Jordan Rapana has the Raiders back on level terms in this game, given the way he carried that shoulder injury through most of this contest tonight. Rapana, what a fend there. Dispense with Bailey Sirenen. Look at him go.
And then for the Raiders, Frawley will probably step up and take it. So really interesting from a defensive point of view to locate them at marker. You need to get out and put pressure on them from marker. In this last couple of minutes, it is crucial.
Biggest kick of his career from the 40. Strike doesn't look all that great. It's low and to the right-hand side. They will get the ball back, though. O'Sullivan back on the inside there for Lodge. They've got a little bit too conservative here after using the ball expansively to begin the game, the Warriors. Panua Blake gets them back going in the right direction.
Here we go.
Last play from the 20, from Nicarima. Reece Walsh with the attempt. It's wide. 4 tackles gone. The Warriors need to be careful. Here's Horsburgh. Comes back to him. Gives it to Hudson Young. Not a great pass. Young did well. Chris for Rapana for the corner. He'll score! Rapana scores! What a game he has had! If the Warriors thought they were going to take the field goal attempt, they surprised them by going wide. It's time off inside the final 5.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Warren. I was going, what are they doing? They're going away. They went down the right-hand side. It went to Frawley. They should have been laying the middle part of the field, laying a left or right post. Here they come down here. They come to the right. What are you doing here? And he throws it back to the other part of the field. Hopefully that Horsburgh just goes forward. But the wingers drop back off the end of the line, and they sense it really well. That man there, Sebastian Chris, gets a beautiful pass away. And the Raiders are home.
Almost. Just about home. The Warriors will have a chance at a short restart, you would think. Rapana, who was in round 3, diving for the corner to try and snatch the game back to Canberra after they'd blown a 22-point lead against the Warriors, and he was denied by a player who is no longer a Warrior in Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. They needed RTS to be there to save the day again. But the Warriors, should they get the ball back from a short restart, will need to score a converted try, because Canberra, after being down 16 points to nil, lead 22-16.
He just gives the whole team a bit of confidence.
Frawley puts it in the air. The Warriors have to score off this. Walsh makes a mistake. Young cleans up the crumbs. Canberra will finish with a flourish. Hudson Young piles in. It's all Canberra in the second half. What a win for them in the second last week of the competition.
Oh, congratulations, Canberra. Even that play there, it just shows you that they haven't put the ball under their arm and just run it and then kick it over in the corner like I said they would. They were attacking right to the last minute. They put the kick up. Young Walsh has been fantastic all game, caught every kick on the full, and just unfortunately on this occasion, contested right to the last minute there. Jack White gets through, and the back row are really powerful, hard to stop, and a well-deserved win by the Raiders. After a 16-0 deficit, they've come back to win it.
An unbelievable second half. Having scored just before the break to grab their first points of the game, when Nickel Klukstad, fresh on the field, of course, with the change made. Simonson coming off with a groin injury. Rapana going to the wing. And a 16-0 lead became 16-6. And it just gave them the impetus to come back out in the second half score the first try, minutes into it as well. And Ricky Stuart jumping for joy on the sideline, knows they are close now. They play the Roosters next week. Rapana bends it back to make the final scoreline 28 points to 16. An amazing scene here in Mackay. The Raiders beat the Warriors.